Welcome back to the Harport Pub, everybody. I'm going to continue on with my English beers that I picked up in England last week. This one I was just attracted to the label just because it was purple, and that's like the best color ever. This is Courage Director's Superior Ale, brewed to the Director's Standard, coming in at 4.8% alcohol. And this here is what she looks like. I said these English beers. This is 500 milliliters. I don't know what that means, but it's a bigger beer than the standard 12 ounce you'd get here. Is it a pint bottle? I don't know how many milliliters is in a pint, but it's pretty big. I'd say it's close. This says it contains barley. And that's it. It's really hard to read this gold on purple. Originally brewed exclusively for the directors of the brewery, this amber ale is full of character with a distinctive spicy hop aroma, the perfect balance of crystal malt with crisp, fruity, nutty hops, and a lasting finish. Carlsberg Marston Brewing Company Limited, Eagle Brewery, Bedford, UK. Okay, well, there's what the lid looks like, if it'll focus on it. It's a freaking rooster. Courage. All right. Well, let's crack it open and see what it's all about. That opener works way better. Oh, look at this little bubbles going on coming out of the top here. Can you see that? Probably not. Oh, it popped and the old puff of smoke came out. It's beautiful. This is looking quite lovely. It is kind of it smells like I'm smelling a flower. Not a super aromatic flower, but I'm more interested in the taste than I am the smell, though. So let's see what it's all about. Cheers. Ooh, wait, let me grab this. My towel that I know that Shane's Craft Beer Reviews gave me, but he has no memory of it. I'm pretty sure that's where I got this. It's a Stella towel. I'm using it to wipe off the Courage Director's Superior Ale. This is another nice tasting beer. It's not wild. It's not wacky. Seeing as how I bought these English beers in England. I don't know if any of my United States viewers are going to be able to find any of these in your local beer store. I hope you can. I know that they do. I buy most of my beers at Total Wine and More, which is like, it's the Amazon of beer, I say, because they have everything. Even from other countries. That's where I go. I go to the international section and buy beers from different countries. It was nice to be able to pick these up while I was actually in England. It's got a great look. It's got a great flavor. It's got a great label. Whew. Not wild, not wacky, but different. It's different than, for me, just a standard beer that's available, any of the big name beers that you can buy in the United States. To me, this has more flavor. Even though it's, what did I say, 4.8% alcohol? It's not high, but it's higher in flavor. And, the people I target with my reviews aren't the beer geeks who could tell if you put hops in various bowls on the table, and they could sniff them and say, oh, that's definitely, a crystal hop, or oh, that's definitely a Simcoe hop. Those aren't the people that I'm trying to, persuade. They already know about the beers. They're not going to learn anything from me. I'm just talking to the people that are like the old me. Before I expanded my horizons and tried these other beers, I was locked into. I had my beer. That was it. Now, of course, if I was visiting you and you offered me one of whatever your brand of beer is, of course I would take it. Of course I would drink it, and of course I would thank you profusely for giving it to me. But what I found, and I kind of matured a little bit in my beer selection, was I didn't want to drink that much beer anymore. And the beers I used to drink, I used to have to drink 12 of them before I would even feel anything. Back in those days, you could have asked me how much ABV is in a Coors Light, and I wouldn't have been able to tell you. Or any of the other beers that I would drink, because the beers I drank then, they were low anyway. That's why you had to drink so many of them before you felt anything. They're just low. They're low on alcohol. They're low in flavor. So now, modern day me, I'm older. I don't want to drink that much. I just want to drink a beer that's got a really good flavor, like this one does. A really good flavor. I do prefer a little bit higher alcohol, because at 4.8, this is the low range. It wouldn't be a beer that I would drink a lot. Now, I say that, and my beer that I drink when I'm not reviewing is Yuengling. It is not a high, look, I had one before I filmed this. It's not a high alcohol beer, but it is a very tasty beer, and it looks great in the glass. It's got a darker color. It's not that pale yellow that most of the macros are. That one's actually got some character to it. But as for a beer, I'm going to have one. I might have two at a setting, and that's it. So I want it to be flavorful, and I want it to be, 6.5 to 7% is a perfect alcohol range for me. You'll have your range. You'll have what flavors you like. But this is a good beer. It's going to get a thumbs up. I love it. I love it way more than the fact that, just that the alcohol isn't something that I would go for with the 4.8. Because, like I say, I want a little bit more alcohol. It does have the flavor. It just didn't have the alcohol for me. Plenty of people out there, this is perfect for you. So, if you can find it, give it a buy. If you're ever in England, make sure you're there. Don't just buy one and say, "Oh yeah, this is good. I'm gonna keep drinking this." Try them all, as many as you can while you're there. That way, maybe you'll even find one that's better than the one that you thought was really, really good. It can happen. It can happen. So I'm gonna sign off. I got Wolfie. Wolfie, come here. Everybody wants to see your face. Come here. There he is. Well, come over here. They can't see you. Come over here, buddy. There he is. There's Mo Wolfie. You're so handsome. Yeah, he's too handsome. I'm going to finish this, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Till then. Yes, sir.